On Point News, it's a busy time here at Point Park as seniors get ready to graduate. See how the university is helping them celebrate their final few days.
As seniors move out, more students move in. We'll take a look at a few changes this year's housing selection process.
Pittsburgh drivers dodging potholes, what you can do to report the problems in the city. Point News starts now.
Live from the Point Park University Broadcast Center in downtown Pittsburgh, this is Point News.
Good afternoon, I'm Brittany Loffer.
And I'm Sierra Tufts.
The weeks are winding down, and before we know it, it'll be finals week and the end of another semester for Point Park students. As
graduating seniors gear up for one last hoorah, the university is giving them a proper send-off.
Point Park's finals week runs April 27th through May 1st. However, the Office of Student Life is hoping to start a tradition for graduating seniors to have a little fun before leaving campus for good.
It was an idea started about 3 years ago to bring some traditions to Point Park University. Since Point Park is relatively a new university or a younger university, there are not a lot of established traditions that we have here. So Senior Week was created to be one of those traditions that we can continue for a very long time.
Senior Week starts on Monday, April 13th at Village Park with a free t-shirt giveaway, live music, and food. Tuesday, Hundredwood hosts a happy hour with employers and alumni. Wednesday, Dean Palo is serving up some food at the back of the Student Center. The Game of Life comes to life on Thursday at the Student Center. Friday, students go back to where everything started with a dinner cruise on the Gateway Clipper. And finally, Student Life is hoping seniors will give a little back.
Rounding out the week on Saturday by working with USG and Pioneer Community Day and really getting our seniors to be interactive and giving back to the community one last time before they leave us for good.
And I remember being a junior and all my senior friends going, and I wasn't allowed to go because I wasn't a senior and I was all upset. So it's awesome because now this year, obviously as a senior, I can experience it. And I don't know, it's really nice that they're thinking about just the seniors and doing something for us before we leave.
If you plan on walking at the commencement ceremony, be sure to stop by the University Bookstore no later than April 20th to pick up your cap and gown. The cost is $49.98 plus tax.
But graduation, so it's exciting. It's absolutely terrifying. I definitely think that I'm ready. I'm so ready, but I'll miss school, so it's kind of awesome for this last hurrah.
55th commencement will take place at the Consol Energy Center on Saturday, May 2nd at 10 a.m. Doors open at 8:30 in the morning, and students should report for registration by 9:30.
For students who are returning to Point Park next semester, it's housing selection time. Students living on campus can choose among 4 locations: Lawrence, Pioneer, and Conestoga Halls, or the Boulevard Apartments. And for the first time, sophomores will be able to live in the Boulevard Apartments. Point News talked to a few students about the selection process.
So everything got messed up, but in the end it all worked out because they're going to be sophomores and we're going to be juniors, and so they won't let us combine grades together. It's very easy. They took us on time and we had nothing else to worry about.
Another chance for students, the Housing Selection Office has moved from the Student Center to room 200 of Lawrence Hall.
The Byham Theater in Pittsburgh's downtown cultural district welcomes some of Point Park's dance majors. The Byham usually houses musical tours and local CLO performances, but last week it opened its doors for several Point Park performances. The 3-day annual show was titled Conservatory Dance Company at the Byham Theater. It featured 4 dance pieces, each arranged by a different prominent choreographer. The performances showcased more than 40 Point Park dancers.
We're so lucky to get one show there a year, and the choreographers are always very notable, and we're just so lucky to be able to work with them. The show was very abstract. It had a lot of different styles in it. It didn't really just have one theme. It had a lot of different pieces in it.
Point Park will put on 2 more dance shows this month.
Dance studios all around the city are getting ready to celebrate the 33rd anniversary of International Dance Day. The date, which is April 29th, has stayed the same since 1982 to honor ballet founder Jean-Georges Noverre. International Dance Day is all about promoting the arts and combating discrimination. Although Pittsburgh isn't hosting any festivities this year, participants say there's no reason why you can't dance the night away, no matter where you are.
Enjoy the joy of dance that can be found literally at your neighborhood church, the rec center, or at any dance studio across the nation.
Last year's message was for every artist to take pride in his or her own work and defend it. This year's message has yet to be released.
Are you feeling stressed out about your finals? Do you miss your family, friends, especially your pets? One group is hoping to relieve some of that tension with the help of some furry friends. Meet Remy and Basil. They are just some of the therapy dogs from the Western Pennsylvania Humane Society's College Canine Program. The program involves years of intense training in order to allow dogs like these to come and interact with college students on college campuses all over the Pittsburgh region. The dogs, which started coming to Point Park more than 2 years ago, are said to be very important to help students with their mental health.
I think they're under an awful lot of stress in trying to get good grades and working hard and dancing and writing, and they miss their homes and they miss their families, and a lot of them miss their dogs. I remember being in college and I missed my collie dog terribly. So this is a wonderful program so the kids can come and de-stress a little bit and pet some dogs and try to get some love from a dog.
Therapy dogs will return next semester. They'll be on campus on the first Thursday of every month.
Springtime is usually prime time for potholes. Point News reporter Tori Adams explains why we're seeing so many of them and how drivers can report the problem.
One thing running through most drivers' minds this time of year is unpatched potholes and how to avoid them. In southwestern Pennsylvania, spring is not only known for blooming flowers and rising temperatures, it is also known for potholes, and they're everywhere. Many commuters are even facing travel issues getting to class or to their jobs on time while trying to dodge potholes.
Well, potholes can develop due to many reasons, from sub-base failures to drainage issues to the fact that the road was not designed for the weight of the traffic that's traveling on it, as we are seeing that now in our region with the booming gas well industry.
While the city already conducted the first of many pothole blitzes of the year, residents are encouraged to alert the city about potholes. To report a pothole in the Pittsburgh area with your cell phone, if you're on Twitter, tweet the location of the pothole to @PGH311, or text or call the 311 Center during regular business hours, or visit the 311 Center's website to fill out a form. The city is also encouraging drivers to contact PennDOT while driving outside of the city. Reporting for Point News, I'm Tori Adams.
The Pirates signed one of their most popular players to a contract. Details coming up in sports.
And tanning beds are known to be dangerous. Coming up, what happens inside your body when you tan that could make tanning quite addictive.
We are a social people. We share our inspiration, wisdom, creations, and memories. We share what makes us laugh and what angers us. Built on the notion of a free flow of ideas, our country thrives on the freedom of speech. Without it, who would watch over our governing powers? And how would we share our history to make a difference for the future? It's this freedom to share that gives us a reason to listen.
Start your morning with City News.
Start your morning with campus news.
Start your morning with political coverage.
Start your morning with fun.
Start your morning with us, only on Daybreak.
Did you know that Point Park has a cheerleading squad?
Don't stop. Don't get it confused.
Not only do our cheerleaders represent Point Park at regional and national competitions, but they also promote spirit and awareness of every sports team on campus. Come to any men's or women's varsity basketball game at home to watch the cheerleaders perform at halftime and cheer from the sidelines from the first jump ball to the final buzzer. Sports not your thing? You can catch the cheer team lead the crowd at the fall and spring pep rallies as well, or at several competitions around Pittsburgh each year. So what are you waiting for? Show the Point Park cheerleaders the support they show you.
We know you're wondering what the A-list celebrities are up to. Well, here at Entertainment on Point, we're wondering too.
Have you heard about James Franco and Seth Rogen's new movie?
No, but have you heard Beyonce's new single? Did you see what she was wearing on that red carpet?
Honey, that was not cute.
Did you see what happened on Scandal this week?
No, I was too busy keeping up with the Kardashians. No matter what your guilty pleasure is, we've got you covered.
Entertainment on Point. Get to the point of pop culture.
Yeah!
Introduced to the public about 100 years ago, tanning beds were originally designed to be used as a form of UVB light therapy for people with medical conditions.
But people started to use these beds as a quick and easy way to get a tan. Point Park News reporter Jessica Oshel has more.
Getting ready for their busy season with senior prom and summer coming up. But are those 20 minutes in a bed really worth it?
This Ergoline sunbed features a voice guide that provides you with information on the control operations being carried out while you are tanning.
Studies show that just one session in the tanning bed can spark the release of feel-good chemicals known as endorphins. This release, if a person tans often, can become dangerous and lead to UV addiction, a condition known as tanorexia, or fear of losing their tan and becoming pale. This is something salons are aware of.
To prevent individuals from becoming obsessed with tanning, we ask each individual tanner that comes in if there's a reason why they're tanning, such as getting darker for a vacation or for joint issues or circulation issues. And each bed has a max time. The max time in one bed is 20 minutes. And if it's their first time going in or if only their second time, we only put them in for the lowest amount, such as like 10 minutes or 8 minutes.
Recent reports from the Skin Cancer Foundation predict that an estimated 73,000 new cases of melanoma from indoor tanning will be discovered in the U.S. this year, increasing from 49 to 91%. But that hasn't stopped customers we spoke to.
I tan because it makes me feel so good, and it's just like a mini vacation. It's like going to the beach with actually having to go to the beach.
Oh, because the sun blisters me. Sun's not good for me.
The FDA has recently released many new laws, such as mandatory eyewear, limiting tanning sessions to 20 minutes, and restricting anyone under the age of 17 from tanning. This is an effort to try and cut down on the number of cases dermatologists see in skin cancer each year.
With the new eye and age laws, with the age law, we are very strict on it, as long with the eyewear law. You have to be 17 in order to tan in a lay-down bed. At any age, you can tan in our sunless tanning, which is a spray tan. With the lay-down beds, we have to have the parent and the minor come in at the same time and have them sign a release form, and they cannot tan unless that form is signed. We are very strict on that.
Reporting for Point News, I'm Jessica Oshel.
It's certainly warmer out, but it's also really wet. Will rain dampen your weekend plans? The forecast is 2 minutes away.
The Point Park women's golf team hopes it stays dry and how they're getting ready for the season opener. Coming up.
Here at the Pioneers sideline, we get freshmen involved as quickly as possible so they get the real-world experience on air and behind the scenes to set themselves apart in internships and potential jobs. Blaine, where is that video? I needed it in KeyPro like yesterday.
All right, I got you, Chris. But I had a quick question for you guys.
What do you mean the questions? It's always a question. It's always a... What? Where is he? Blaine! 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 Freshman, you can't find any good ones anymore.
Ever wanted to be behind the mic and have the world listening to your show on campus? Well, it's just as simple as joining WPPJ, Point Park's student-run radio station, located on the second floor of Lawrence Hall, right next to the dining services. Listeners can tune in using Point Park's website or through the TuneIn app by searching WPPJ. WPPJ welcomes any new DJs that want to get involved, so be heard. Do you have what it takes?
An expression, a belief, a symbol, freedom to worship, an unspoken word. To express yourself means standing up for what you believe in. There's a freedom to worship and a freedom to live. To speak never saying a word, to love, to let your voice be heard. The light of your own path. For more information, visit www.freedomofspeechpsa.org.
It was muggy and rainy out earlier today, but it looks like there's some good news on the horizon.
I don't know about you, Brittany, but I just want the muggy weather and the warm weather together. Lisa Lewis is here with the weekend outlook. Lisa?
We should see some gorgeous May flowers next month because we've definitely seen our fair share of April showers. As we take a look at today's forecast, things were a little chilly this morning. Things were warming up at noon. It was 61 degrees, and at 5 o'clock it's going to be about 70. As we take a look at your weekend outlook, things are going to stay a little wet on Friday with a high of 68 and a low of 43. No rain on Saturday, hopefully, with a high of 57 and a low of 36. And the highest for the weekend on Sunday with a high of 68 with a low of 48. Hopefully this rain will stay away for Monday as we have Pirates opening day on Monday. Over to Caroline Collins with sports.
That's right, Lisa. Hopefully we see some sunshine this weekend in Western Pennsylvania. The women's golf team is preparing for its season opener. I hit the links with the team to see how they're playing.
It's the start of golf season, and the Point Park University women's team is getting ready to tee it up at their first spring match this Saturday.
So we're playing in Newcastle Country Club, which tends to play pretty difficult, I would say, especially since it's our first tournament.
It may be the team's first spring tournament, but they've been putting in some hefty practice hours at Quicksilver Golf Course in McDonald.
Practices usually start at like 6:30, so I'm up around like 5:15. It's not the best, but we make it work. We all come together and just trying to get better.
Assistant coach Chris Bowen has high expectations for the ladies this Saturday.
Well, I know they played Newcastle before, so I hope they can learn some lessons from the last time they played. I would like to see them finish more towards the top of the pack because they had a pretty decent outing in the fall, and they really didn't play as well as I thought they could.
After the girls' team spends about an hour on the driving range, they head out on the course for some real practice.
We like to get 18 holes in before class, but usually we only get 9, so it all depends on how fast we play.
The team has a busy schedule coming up. They'll be driving it all the way to Santa Claus, Indiana for the KIAC Conference Tournament. If they get the win there, they'll compete in the National Championship later this month. That would be just par for the course for the graduating seniors.
We have 5 seniors, so this is our last time together. Hopefully everything goes as planned and maybe we can get some recognition.
I put these shoes in the washer. I used to cut grass in them.
The men's golf team also plays Saturday and Sunday in the Carnegie Mellon Invitational at the Links at Spring Church in Apollo. They tee off at 10 a.m. Saturday and 8 a.m. on Sunday. Speaking of tee times, it's one of the biggest weeks in golf. The Masters is underway. The pros are playing in the first round at Augusta National right now. Defending the green jacket is Bubba Watson, but can he win a third? I asked a few of the Point Park University golf team players who they think will walk away as the new Masters champion.
Well, there's a lot of guys I think that have a good chance to win, but I'm going to go with Jordan Spieth. It's hard to pick my favorite golfer, Adam Scott. It's hard to bet against him, but I think Jordan Spieth, I believe he's up to 4th in the world golf rankings now, and he won a couple weekends ago. He has a good ball flight, he hits the high draw, so I think he'll be a really good pick for the Masters.
My top 3, I chose Jordan Spieth, Sergio Garcia, and Jimmy Walker. Jimmy Walker played well the past few weeks. Jordan Spieth. I chose Sergio just because he's older. He possibly may have a chance if he can hold it together on Sunday, but I guess we'll have to see till Thursday.
Tiger Woods is also generating excitement about his decision to play after it was unknown whether or not he would be competing for the green jacket. You can catch the Masters on the Golf Channel, CBS Sports, and ESPN. On Wednesday, the Pirates announced a 4-year, $27.3 million contract with third baseman Josh Harrison. The 27-year-old will receive a $1 million signing bonus, and the deal includes club options for the 2019 and 20 seasons. The Pirates lost to the Cincinnati Reds yesterday, 5-4. The teams are playing again at the Great American Ballpark. Not a great week for Pittsburgh fans. The Penguins fell to the Ottawa Senators 4-3 on Tuesday. There is still a chance that they will get into the playoffs. They host the New York Islanders on Friday night before wrapping things up Saturday against the Buffalo Sabres.
Well, I don't know about you, Caroline, but I know you're excited about the Masters.
Oh, the Masters week is my Super Bowl. I am so excited. I'm with them. I'm looking at Jordan Spieth to take it all.
And how about the weather for those Masters, around here at least?
Around here, you know, it's a little rainy now, but things are going to start clearing up through the weekend, so we should be good.
So opening day on Monday. I can't wait. I can't wait.
All right. Well, that does it for us at Point Park University at 2 p.m.
Be sure to have a good week, everyone.